Hello and happy Friday! Yay, it's Friday. It's Jeans Day. Jeans Day. Yeah, Jeans Friday. All right, sweet. If you didn't know, the money for the jeans is in the drawer, bottom drawer, by the snacks. Put your money in. Wear some jeans. Okay. Couple things real quick. First of all, yay, we made it through another week. I'm so excited. Bob started. Hey, Bob's here. Yay. That's awesome. Marianne's rocking it on her new shift. Bridget's getting it down. We're getting far. We like it. February 1st, Kelvy and Amy will start our BMAs. Yay. Awesome. I had my first of 4 manager interviews today. Yay. Awesome. So we're moving ahead. Loving it. Okay. Just a couple things for you really quick. I don't have a date yet, but Melissa had a great idea about trying to figure out a way to touch base with Holy Spirit in the mornings to find out about their capacity and whether or not they're going to take transfers. So we're going to trial a 7:30 Zoom kind of thing with Holy Spirit, the PAR, and their house soup. I just don't know when we're going to trial that yet. I'm still waiting to get some feedback from them, but figured we could do like a week's trial and see how it goes. I don't want to add additional work if it's not working and it doesn't help, but it would also be kind of nice for us to, meet and talk to the other people at Holy Spirit. And they're very kind people over there, so I think it would be a really good working relationship. So I will let you know more when I know more. Speaking of Zoom, Christy did find another camera, and they plug in by the USB port. So for shift changes, some people can go to the main board, and then if one of the pods wants to use the camera, then a couple people can hang out at that workstation to do the report as well. We are going to budget for cameras for every workstation for next fiscal year. So we won't have them now, but we can order them in July when the next fiscal year comes out, assuming they allow me to budget for that. So try that out, see how it works. Then you can do some more social distancing. You don't have to feel like you're crammed around that monitor. Although I do enjoy watching Adam from behind the wall. That is probably one of my favorites. Teams, communication. Okay, so some of you guys are amazing at responding with Teams and others are not so. We really have to figure out a way to make sure we are responsive and very quickly responsive. We now have staff that are working from home that are taking phone calls, which means that we have got to be responsive to those Teams messages because they are probably emergently needing to connect with you. Also, there are times when you have people who are asking for beds and things like that. And short of us having to get up and walk around and talk to each other, which is fairly disruptive for most people's workflow, it's really important we're using Teams. So please either turn your sound on, see if you can get the sound to work, and make sure you can hear it ding so that you know that there's something that came across, or figure out a place to put it on your screen so that you will always see it highlight. I know it's not great, but we need to really figure out a way to make sure we are communicating appropriately through that. Speaking of people on phones, it's super important that we all remember we are here to answer phones, even if it's not through the call lines. I understand that there is some concern about answering a line because then it knocks you out of the queue to get a transfer call. I appreciate that, but I'm going to tell you, I think it's a little concerning that we aren't answering those ring out loud calls quickly. In our past life, we always answered those calls immediately. We don't let phones ring. That's not what we do in a call center. We got to answer those calls. So we really need to start working a little bit closer as a team and helping each other out. I called the placement line today. The placement ladies were in report and didn't answer as I would expect, but then the line rolled over and it didn't get picked up until it was on one of the other lines. So that's concerning to me. There were several people that were not on phones. So we need to make sure that we are paying attention to those phone lines and answering and helping each other out. That's just kind of the big deal. The reality is if you answer a 285-151 line because the placement person's busy, you can help those people or take a message or something along those lines. So it's really important that we are helping each other. And the same goes for the BMAs answering for callbacks for transfer calls. It's a two-way street, and I just don't want us to forget that we are a call center and our job is to answer phones, not just take the ones that get pushed through the call line. We have to answer all the phones. And honestly, I think the 4-digit lines should be answered mostly by the nursing staff because typically those calls are about transfers. The BMAs really shouldn't be picking those up unless the nursing staff are all busy. Again, like, use some judgment, figure it out. Hey, look, my phone's ringing. And pick up those calls. Okay? That is all I have for today. I don't know how to turn that off. It's going to be loud and I'm not going to hang up on her. IT. This is very exciting. Hold, please. Can I pause? I don't think I can pause. I can't pause. I'm not going to pause. Can I pause? No, I have to stop. So there we go. She stopped calling me. IT. If you need to put in an IT ticket, I know it stinks calling them. So if you don't need an answer right away, you can do it online. I put the link in to Teams for you so that you can just click on the link and fill out an IT form. Shockingly enough, I don't know a lot of stuff about the ITs and I can't figure stuff out. And Christy and Emily aren't really like IT experts either. So while we would love to help you, it's really important for you guys to start actually putting those tickets in if we are going to get some of the stuff taken care of. A lot of the IT stuff is way more complicated than it ever used to be, and I don't have any idea how to fix some of it. So I know that holding onto the line forever stinks. So, use your other resources in those times that you don't need to. Okay? Great. Okay. Other shout out, our QWL. Amy, Holly, Emily, Christy, they're really putting it forward. They're going to come up with our right board, our right acknowledgement board. It's coming soon. I'm excited. So thanks for your hard work on all of that, ladies. Keep up the great work, all of you. I am super impressed with all of our orientees, our orienters, something like that. Our placement BMAs, I'm going to tell you what, huge shout out to Second Shift. They have probably been the longest shift where there's only 2 BMAs for like ever. And they get their butts handed to them, but they're rocking it. Amy and Holly, rocking it. Bree, she rocks it when she works. This whole PRN thing's questionable. Britt and Brandy, killing it. Tamika, she's always on it. I love my night shifters. Kim and Danny are holding down the fort in the middle of the night, like necessary, and now kind of Britt and Bree, but they're kind of all over the place. So great work to everybody. I'm happy for the alleviated census this week. Hopefully we can maintain that and keep moving forward. So that's all I've got. I got nothing else. I'm so distracted by the fact that my phone rang a million times and then they tried to text me. So I'm gonna go and respond. Okay, have a great weekend, guys. See ya. Bye-bye.